Ah, okay. So they do go for the far side. Ah, it's the glue roam that I wasn't able to remember. They don't have to worry about a Vixana. There's a Valentina on the other side.
Yep.
Oh, Yangon can just go something stable in the roam. Tanky, dive.
They can still grab the Atlas if they want it.
Yeah, Atlas still open.
The Gatot still there too, I think, into the Farsa.
Yeah.
Will also be a great option for them.
If Yangon really just want to end it and go fast, I think they'll be brave enough to go like Kali Valentina in the center. Or maybe even a Hilda. But that's really only if they're super confident with it. They need a little bit more hard AoE crowd control up in the front. But no, they go for the Carmilla, their pick.
Earlier in the first game, but it didn't show up.
That's their pick.
Drex for game 3.
For possibly the last time in this best of 5 in the semis, it's Leo and Trex at your service, bringing you the action between Falcons and Yangon Galacticos with an out-of-this-world performance and a signature Carmilla to close off the draft.
We've fallen into a whole new dimension at this point. YG showing dominant force 2-0. Match point. Knockout life. Falcons, I like the draft though, I gotta be honest. I do feel like this is comfortability for Falcons. They have some answers. Last time we saw Haji on this Farsa.
Yep.
It was monstrous.
And this is after 2 games of back-to-back Selenas coming up short. So this could be the turning point for Falcons. But that is just but a coin in the well, a hope, a dream to keep the series going. Looking at the emblems right now, so far, you can see that Flap wants just to hold down this lane. The Eternal Battle, as it's known for years past, to have a Uranus march up into an Esmeralda just holding that dead lane. In the gold lane, though, it's Marco versus Sanji, but check it out. Foot's on the other shoe. It's the Claude and the Moscow switched up.
And this time, Falcons, to secure that, they made sure they got the Claude early on in first phase of draft. Up to the top side, though, a lot of damage does land down. And the Eternal Battle's over. Ying taking the first loss in that EXP lane.
So, not to count your eggs before they hatch, but this is how game 2 started as well. Early aggression from Falcons. Pick off here, pick off there, lane the lane winning. A Pixel Brush held by Yangon. They're going to jump Flap.
They're going to pull up, jump out of the bush. Deadly Magic does land, but it's not a damage to take out Flap.
Oh, Hogan looking to put stacks on. No mount just yet. The grab has not been unlocked. A full XP bar away from the ult. Turtle spawned. Falcons, heavy presence.
Big damage on a Ying. Once again, it's another kill on a Ying. Falcons starting things off clean. YG have no way to answer.
The Valentina on Yangon's side will definitely be key here. Kaiser has to play out of his mind to help secure the sweep. And their strike.
Falcons just not giving it up. Haji will go down, but at the price of Han, it's a good trade. Blink now, taking Ogwin for a ride, but Kyle wants to take the purple. They decide to back off. No, play the brush. Come back in. Kai's and Blink just want to try to save it, keep it for themselves. Kyle's not going to want to give it up, but he doesn't have the retry. Still able to secure it. Still able to take it out of the YG's palms.
Procs and picks are enough to commit Grand Theft Purple. Falcons up almost 2,000 gold. And I hate to say it, but I hope all the Filipino fans and Falcons fans hold their breath, because this is how game 2 started off as well. A strong Falcons presence. They are here, and they're jumping in mid.
Oh, nice feathered airstrike once again lands on a Kai's. Kai's taken down low. Flap wants to try to finish things off. Flap wants to try to take out Kai's. Flap wants to get the kill, and he finally secures it. Kai's goes down. Blink next on the list. The names have been written, and Flap is writing checks.
That wall was just a little too thick. If maybe an inch to the left, an inch to the right, he would have gone through. But the falling Star Moon came up short, and that's what led to another kill. The Falcons now up 2,000 gold. About half a minute until turtle number 2. Marco is just focused on expediting the early game. Feathered airstrike!
Sanji cornered up against the wall. He's been here before, though, and he's going to survive once again. YG, can they get a moment like they got in game number 2? Falcons, I think they learn from their mistakes, hopefully. You get the big goal lead, and once you start to get to that 8-minute mark, 7-minute, you slow down a little bit. You keep your 3K, you wait for Lord.
That moment, again, thrown back to game number 2, will come when the Yangon Yam begins. When they turn on more purple than black. and they ube their way into a punish, because that's what we're looking for. Curse of Blood. If Blink can link up 3-4 key members of Falcons, then that's it. Oh, Super Marco in trouble.
SOD there as well. He does commit. Super Marco. Oh! With the quick bob and weave. Super Marco tries to hand, but he counters it. Marco! Super Marco! Bulletproof Marco, whatever you want to call him. Two go down to the side of YG.
Pulls out dual pistols from his nether regions and catches two. Han and Sanji falls, given there was some backup from Falcons. But this is them playing on another level. Blink, forced user revitalize.
This is what we want to see, Blink. Not going to be able to make it. Not going to be able to survive. Falcon is collapsing on YG, sending them back to their own galaxy.
7-1 at the 5-minute mark. 4K up. They're trading top lane for bottom, and they want more! Sanji bites it. Flap is bloodthirsty. Once again, a replay on that sequence. I could have sworn Marco was dead.
Oh, the BMI back.
And then right at the perfect moment, I don't know how many stacks the AOT he had, but the blazing duet was enough to keep him topped up while staying in the bush. I think that was key. Trex, I think it was just the fact that he was staying in the bush, denying the clapback, meaning his lifesteal was pure. Even at such an early point in the game, what was that, 4 minutes in? His lifesteal, whatever was in his kit at that moment, was enough to keep him at what, 10% HP? Yeah. Hence why the sequence happened. Marco is on a roll here. This is as good a start as you can get on a Claude 5 minutes in.
At 2-0-2, you've already taken the tower. And now, Falcons are going to start yamming up first. They're going to start pushing together, grouping up.
Contrary to that, I think they should keep pushing elsewhere. They should do a 1-3-1. That's what's happening. That's how you're able to get 3 kills on Flap, 2 kills on Marco, 1-3-1 converge when Yangon thinks they can punish, which is, again, denying Blink what he's looking for, and they burst out Blink Flap from the back.
And Han is unable to get the damage on a Haji. Oh my lord, Haji just deletes him. The damage is too much. Kaizen is able to respond back and take out Haji, though. It's a 2-for-1 right now. YG finally putting the second kill on the board. Falcons Esports is unfazed, though. They're going to move on to this turtle. They're going to take their third neutral objective. And while this is happening, YG still split up.
3 for 3. Team Falcons are taking more than just the turtle. They go for another kind of Grand Theft Purple. Kyle is so guilty. A rap sheet, that is definitely something he's not beating. Top lane, though, is still definitely something that Yangon can work on. I don't know if Yangon want to fight. They're 6K down.
No. They have to wait for a moment like last time. And the problem is they have Han, right, who's playing more off map, so they don't also have, I think the Ruby was a big deal last time, able to kind of slow down Falcons in their engage.
And Ruby is another way to spell CC. Crowd control is something they're kind of short on right now. The only real way that they can find someone is off of the Spear of Misery, off of a Circle of Blood, and maybe off of Kaiser's stolen ults. But that aside, all Yangon are playing with are great mechanics, amazing macro, and a hope that Falcons clump up. Mid lane's gonna fall, bottom lane already lost their tier 2. This is the best way for Falcons to continue. If they want to continue their life in MSC, force this series to go to game number 4, split up the map, deny Yangon their ube.
And they have essentially become so much more objective focused. Instead of game 2 where they were looking for lots of fights, willing to just go for the kills. Yes, they're getting kills this time, but wait a second. Nice stun on multiple members of YG. But even there, they don't commit. They know what the job is, and that is take towers, get turtles, get lords.
This is when you know that your team is doing well. When a glue is able to just build a glowing one. He's got enough in the bank to splurge on a full-on mage item. Even Flap and Ogwin alone are able to threaten the likes of Ying and Blink, forcing battle spells out. Purple denied once again.
I want to say that's 3 purples now that have been stolen from the side of YG. Ogwin is forced to jump off with a grab. Han gets a deadly magic off, but every time Han lands a deadly magic onto someone, he can't fully commit. He can't get all the damage out there.
Sanji just built his golden staff there. A whopping 2,000 gold between the Claude and the Moskov. Nary a shadow of Yangon Galactico should be seen near the Lord Pit here as Falcons score a major objective for free, uncontested. I'll tell you now, even after Flap and Ogwin, even Super Marco's basic attacks are going to start to hurt even the front line of YG. Doesn't even need to pull out the Blazing Duet, just a pew, pew, should be enough. Won't feel like a block.
Not to mention another 2,000 gold between Han and Kyle, right?
That's a full item.
A full item. Nice falling star. Moon does land on a blink. Falcons looking to try to finish things off. Han tries to respond with the deadly magic onto Haji, but it's just not enough once again to take anyone out. Holy Defense has been busted.
Oh, but Sanji is playing where the mouse is. The cat is absent, and right now Falcons are your big tigers. Lions in the jungle. Sanji throws on an SOD, Flap blocks it.
Okay, Han's there to help out. Sanji should be able to get back to base safely, and with 2 members of Falcons hoarding down onto this top lane.
Oh, they deny Han!
They will be able to wait a second, Han! Trying to get the damage onto Kyle. The iframe save him. Wait! You can iframe out of the deadly magic damage?
No, what he did was iframe out, Flap with a punish. The Filipino cannon firing off on all cylinders. They lose bottom lane inhibitor, and the fight continues. Blink with the COB!
That's huge, and the response, Blink goes down. He tries the saving grace play, but it's just not enough.
Herbert, to answer your question, what he did was iframe, spell vamp into surviving the pop on the deadly magic. So yeah, that was mechanics on mechanics. I could have sworn Han was going to win, but Kyle, I guess, had his combo off of cooldown right when he needed it.
Very well done by the side of Falcon now. We're getting close to a 10k gold lead as YG just tries to defend. Falling Star Moon on Sanji and Kai's. Flap trying to back off. Kai's looking for the re-engage. A little more damage layered onto YG. Haji brings down the Falling's feathered airstrike.
Oh! Again, Marco has the blazing duet off cooldown. That's what that green little dot signifies. Just a pew, pew was enough.
Falcons are not giving up. They're not playing the patient game at all. They're going to keep on bringing these waves in. Conceal play. Kyle dives past the wall. Blink brought down to about 10%. Finally taken out. Kyle gets the kill. And they're going to move on to the top side now as YG watches helplessly as their inhibitors fall and Falcon breach.
10,000 is the lead. The gap between these two, economically speaking. Folks, the fact that Falcons are winning and nary a shade of Yangon clapping back, why this is so impressive is the fact that Yangon are undefeated. In comes Ogwin.
Right into the backside. Feathered airstrike flicker. Sanji goes down. Blink is already out. He comes back onto the map. Brings out a feathered airstrike of their own with the IMU. YG still trying to defend. One inhibitor standing between them and the Falcons. Flap decides to back off. It's 3 seconds on Lord. Falcons know the next job.
Another purple denied away from Han. And no one falls. 0 casualties from Falcons in that push for that top lane inhibitor. Almost taken mid as well. The problem with what Kaiser was doing there was, yes, it was the right thing to do to take the feathered airstrike and to clear the waves. But you're not dealing with the heroes. He has to make a hard decision. Do I blast Falcons and punish them for staying in a little too long, or clear the waves? And that's what Kaiser was dealing with. He had double jeopardy on him. If I don't kill them, then I would have wasted it. So he was just focusing that stolen feather strike on the minion waves. Young Galacticos have a grocery list of things to do even before they can contest the Lord. Hell, even get out of their own base.
Falcons now playing it patient. Wait for a Lord. Can they end it here? Does YG have what it takes to defend this, Leo? Sanji 0-3-0, who's their big shredder. They can't really burst down with Han right now. He doesn't have the damage. They need to try to pull this Lord to the mid side, keep it away from their base tower as much as possible. But the problem is Falcons is bringing all 3 lanes in at once.
I don't think their lineup is built to both defend and clear waves. Flap jumps in, Han coming in from the flank. Has a space escape in, Lord still standing. They burst down the little boy.
Han is gone. Ogwin looking for a target with the flank on the top side. Flap into the back. Kyle gets some nice damage onto Kai's, but the Lord's already connected. Flap misses the falling star. The airstrike comes down and Blink's deleted. Ying trying to defend, trying to clear the waves, trying to save the base, trying to get in their face, but Falcons have to back off. YG still defending, but it's too low. Haji's in there, and Falcons finally put a match on the board.